Suggested Articles is part of Odd Pods Media,
a podcast network. Dial up those VPNs, put on your tinfoil hats, and hey, doctors recommend that you should get a breast exam every 2 years, but you should also really get yourself someone that will help you keep a handle on things at home. It's time for Suggested Articles.
a podcast.
Wait.
Wow.
Oh.
You're going to have to edit this
For those of you watching at home, I'll just keep this in.
I'm sure you will.
You didn't like what I said there, did you?
I did. It was just not expected.
I just got back from a Susan G. Komen breast cancer awareness and fundraising walk. So I got boobs on the brain.
Boobs on the brain.
It looked like they were doing screenings there in like a parking lot of a place where all the people were gathering, but it was a no squeeze screening. So I'm not sure what that is, but someone
probably just group, imaging, strictly imaging, some kind of
maybe like an ultrasound or something.
They had a psychic.
Oh, that would be the way to go.
Yeah. So you just came from a breast cancer awareness walk?
Yeah. It was there's a professional group I'm part of that was organizing it, but then also like my mom just had breast cancer within the last year. So it seemed like a thing that I should do. Why not raise a few bucks?
Hell yeah.
Including a few from my mom, but other people too.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's for research or someone was telling me something like, oh, Susan G. Komen, they don't do research. But when I started putting the
researching
stuff together, when I started looking at the fundraising things, they were saying like, did you know ... It was like, if you raise, $1,000 or something like that, that will help us provide supplies for, X number of women for a month while they're, under cancer treatment. I'm like, okay, well, that's, if they're not directly doing research, and I don't know if they are or not, if they're helping people.
People need a lot of support with cancer.
Yeah, right. It's not only about finding a cure, it's also about keeping people going while they're sick.
And the way our healthcare system is structured, a lot of people struggle with everything. Having to fight a disease that brutal.
Yeah.
We need people who are going to step up and help out in any way they can. So I'm okay with that. Well, I know it's weird. I am okay with people helping cancer patients. Put me on the side of that. Yes. All right. Speaking of boobies, I went to Jason Mewes last night.
You went to Jason Mewes?
Yes,
I think I need more information.
And he has a show he's doing called Diaries of a Man-Child, and he's touring with it. And he was at
I have not heard of this one.
He came through our local comedy club, and Carrie and I went, and it was quite a time. A lot of sex talk. Basically, it's Jason Mewes, so he's talking about lots of early sex stories, and then he has some stories about his kids, which are pretty funny.
Just in case anyone doesn't know who you're talking about.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, so Jason Mewes became famous, at least in certain circles, by starring as a guy named Jay, of all things. The sassy, wise-talking drug dealer in Clerks, and then the series of movies that came after that, done by Kevin Smith. But he also has done other acting roles aplenty now. He gets around.
Even made his own movie.
Oh, has he? What was his movie called?
I think it was called Method to the Madness, or I want to say it came out the same time as maybe the Jay and Bob reboot. And I think it has Danny Trejo in it. I could look this up, but it was actually a pretty decent movie. I mean, it's a movie about somebody trying to be an actor in Hollywood. So I mean, that's but for a guy who
you write about your experiences, and he certainly knows what that's like.
Yes, he does. Yeah. Yeah, he I guess you could say he has kind of cult status, right?
Oh, for
Cult
sure.
film, he's not like you said, he's popular in some circles, but not everybody knows Jay and Silent
Well,
Bob.
yeah. Look, I don't think it's an insult to say like he's not an A-list actor. Not everybody knows who Jason Mewes is. And but like he also has a very recognizable voice.
Yes.
When he, for me, in my world, in the circles I run in now, the coolest thing he's ever done was show up as a ghoul character in Fallout 76 one day.
That's
He just
right. That's
they
right.
patch in some new content. There's a bunch of new
Hmm.
characters in the game, and one of them like that voice
Hmm.
sounds awfully
Uses
familiar.
in Fallout 76. That's right. I forgot
That's
about
right.
that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Makes you want to go play it again, doesn't it?
Yeah. No.
No. Oh,
No. You know what? I'm kind of like I've been trying to play Xbox more, but I get on and I'm just like it does nothing. I feel
you're
nothing.
underwhelmed. You're
Yeah, by
underwhelmed.
everything.
Yeah.
And
Well, the
I
day
have I
you,
have a bunch of games that I
mm,
bought that I haven't loaded and I just don't even want to.
okay.
It
Well,
sucks, man. I think I'm kind of in a like a doldrums or something, I'm definitely in a downward spiral probably. That's what it is. Yep.
well, I would love to help pull you out of that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
but I
Muse
don't know how
helped a
to do
little
that
bit, I won't
besides
lie.
playing a video game with
Yeah.
you. You're too far away, man.
I know. I
Uh,
know.
too
It's okay.
far away.
Too far away. We're
But if you
talking
do
right
think
now.
if there's something, well, we have this. Yes, every
Yes.
2 weeks we do a short podcast. Short, well, every 2 weeks we do a podcast.
That runs long.
Yes, I always feel good
Mm.
after our shows, but
Yeah, me too.
you know, not
Me
counting
too.
some of the headlines. Now you said you had something to talk about. Where does that fall in the different pieces of this show that we do?
I have read the first two books of Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh, hold on. What?
Hmm.
First two
Yeah.
books?
Yeah, and
I swear
I
to God,
read
2 weeks ago you were like, one of these days I'm going to start one.
Yeah. Well,
Holy
Carrie
shit.
got the book for me, the first one, and then I finished it. I ordered the next one off of Amazon, sorry, and I read that one in probably less than a total of a day.
That's
Yeah, I
impressive. They
burned
are
through
not
book
small
two.
books.
No, they're not that big though. They're breezy reads, man, breezy.
They keep
There's
getting
not a
longer.
lot of there. I mean, there's not a lot of uh like boring exposition. Everything is like basically what's happening. Every once in a while, there's a flashback and stuff like that, but those aren't bad either. It's a like the writing is very propulsive. It keeps moving, keeps you going.
I
I think part
totally
of that
agree.
is just the nature of the beast being, the dungeon crawl and him working towards something. I love
Now,
Princess
I
Donut.
started recommending these, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, probably, as something that our listeners should check out. And AI
Mhm.
is heavily involved. But first, the basic premise
Yes.
is Earth gets destroyed, and there's a dungeon in place of what Earth used to be.
Hmm.
And it's being broadcast through the galaxy as entertainment. And the
Sure.
story is really about a guy and his cat that go down into this dungeon.
It's not even his cat. It's his ex-girlfriend's cat.
True, but I mean, pretty soon into that story, I think it's pretty much his cat.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah.
And the
And
further
my
you get,
favorite thing is my cat Seiji, she loves when I'm reading because she can come up on the bed and like
oh,
rub her face on the corner of the book, so she
oh.
she loves, so it's just kind of funny, me and Seiji reading this book about a guy and his cat. So
Now, okay, so you're 2 books in. That's
mhm.
3 floors of the dungeon. Sorry if that's a spoiler, but
Mm, yeah.
even now, even with some of the horrible things that they've been going through, and I just finished book 6,
Jeez.
like yesterday. I still kind of want to be in that world. It still seems like everything is terrible, but it's also like more straightforward than our world. Like it just seems
Hmm.
like a place where I could thrive. Would you go into the dungeon if you had the
No.
choice?
Mm,
No.
no, I would have just sat outside and been depressed. I wasn't one of the smashed people. I'm not a survivor. I think we've made that abundantly clear
so
on the
so
show.
everyone on Earth dies
Hmm.
if they're indoors. The outdoor
And I'll
people,
just
the
be
people that
like,
just
you
happen
lucky
to be outside at the
fucks.
time.
You
So like
lucky
you're
fucks.
you're walking into work one night and the facility just boom,
Yeah.
and you happen to be in the parking lot,
Yeah.
and then the door opens up. You're not going in.
No, no, no. There's nothing good is gonna happen in there. Yeah, not for me. I'm not a survivor. I'm a problem solver, but I need time to do it. I need to do it on my own
Okay.
terms. Not I don't do it on my feet well, you
Let
know.
me hit you with a different option. And no offense to Carrie,
Okay.
but I'm leaving Carrie out of this. No
That's
offense.
probably good.
Okay. I've come out to visit you. You're going to
Mhm,
give me a tour of where you work.
mhm,
And also your best buddy Cam has just started working on your team. So we all show
mhm,
up at the same time
mhm.
at the place where you work.
Yes.
And we're walking in and you're telling me a little bit about, what we're going to see inside. And then bam, the whole thing gets flattened. The whole earth is flattened and the dungeon door opens up. Now, I'm definitely going to go in, but would you come with me? And your boy Cam, because like you don't
You
have to
know,
be
I
you
would
could
I,
you
you know,
you
I
could be
would
the guy that helps us puzzle things out. I could use
yeah.
one of those. I need a thinker in my life.
Mm.
As
But
you
like I
can
said,
tell by looking at me.
I don't do well in the moment. I
Oh.
need like separation, and
Mm.
then I take myself away, and then I'm like, yeah, that's a good solution. And then I can go back and fix things, you know. But in the moment, terrible. I
Mm.
think I think people who listen to the podcast know that. In the moment, terrible.
Damn it.
Yeah.
See, so
But I'd
you
go
would
with you.
just leave
If it
us.
was you two, I would go with you. Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sure. Somebody's got to carry your stuff.
What do you think you would be in a dungeon situation? It's not necessarily as
Dead pretty
straightforward as like
quickly.
I'm a
Uh,
fighter, I'm a thief, but there's still
mhm.
those archetypes. What would you be if the real life you
Oh, I
became
would
the
definitely have to be some
character?
kind of sneaky rogue, you know. I always that's what I always play. I always default to that no matter what. I go in whatever intention I have, I end up playing a sneaky roguey type. Fight from a
Okay.
distance. I think you know, give me a bow and arrow, I'll try.
Oh yeah.
I won't hit shit for a long time. My skills would have to level up a lot.
Well, right, right. We'd have to practice on the first floor of the
Yeah.
dungeon, really take our time so your skills level up.
One of the things I like about the Dungeon Crawler books is the way he talks about and it's not very often, it's just a couple lines here and there, just the surrealness of having, you know, leveled up his strength and just being able to feel the strength, but he's like, I'm not
Yeah.
any bigger, I'm not, you know. And the same with his skills, like just his skills go up higher the more
Mhm.
he uses them. It's not necessarily true how that works on Earth, unfortunately, but
Well, I mean, it does a little bit. If I punch things
mhm.
enough, I will get better at punching things like either faster, more accurate, or better at like punching something without hurting my hand, but not at
I
the
mean, in
rate
theory,
of the
but I
dungeon.
also know people that come into work every day and they're still terrible supervisors. You know, they've been doing it for 15 years, you know, and it's like every day is day one.
You
It's
want to you want to
ridiculous.
you want to name any names?
I will not name names.
No one's listening. It's fine.
I, I'm aware that no one's listening. Painfully aware. Why do we keep doing this to ourselves, Jeff? Uh,
So do you agree with me that there's an AI aspect in this that the
yeah,
AI there's an AI that runs the dungeon.
right. But I mean, and it's ever present for sure, but it's
Uh-huh.
really not. Oh, it's not. I don't know. It's almost a passive presence, right? I mean, not in the context of the story, but as the story is told, it's
Hmm.
definitely like a side character, even though it's at least where I am after book two.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean you're right, you're
Yeah,
right. But it is a character. It's not
yeah,
just
yeah.
um
But
the narr it's not just the thing generating the item descriptions. There's something about those item descriptions and there's
mhm.
something about some of the situations that it puts together. There's personality there. And that will continue to grow the further you get into the
Okay,
books.
all right.
Yeah.
Is six the last book that came out?
No, seven is the last book to have come out.
Okay.
I'm doing this through Audible subscription, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't get to start the seventh book for like 2.5 weeks or so. That's when I
Mm-hmm.
get my next like token or credit or whatever. By then, it
Well, that's
sounds like
cool,
you'll be
man.
caught up.
I don't know. At this rate, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, maybe. I'm
It
so glad you liked him. Is Carrie gonna read him?
Yeah, she's reading Dungeon Crawler Carl right now
Yay!
as we speak. So
That's
we'll see
awesome.
if she likes it, you know. It hmm, I don't know. I think it's gonna take a little while for some of the other characters to come into place. And I think she'll like it better when it's not just about a dude and a cat. Because I think there is we've all kind of grown. I don't know, except for guys. Maybe guys don't feel this way, but I do. It's like, wow, here's a guy who turns out to be special, and we got to read a whole series of books about him. Yawn,
Well,
you know.
the cat is more special.
The cat is more special. Yes, definitely.
Princess Donut.
Princess Donut is my hero. I love her.
Yeah, she's
Mhm.
one of the most delightful characters I've had in a book in a long time.
Agreed.
Now,
Agreed.
I've tried reaching out to the author, I've tried reaching out to the audiobook narrator, and I've been
Hmm.
unsuccessful thus far. So if anyone has any good ideas, I've sent, emails through their regular channels. If anyone has good ideas how to get a hold of these people,
I
please
have
let
a
me
good
know.
idea, but you're not going to like it.
Show
Both
up at
of
one of
us
their
should
houses.
start working on a good podcast.
God damn it. We are a good podcast,
Okay.
B, members of the Odd Pods Media Network,
Yes, we are.
and C,
Damn.
I, uh, and C, there's a video feed of this podcast available
Yeah,
on YouTube.
yeah, yes.
Uh, but yeah, if you have any ideas, please let me know. How do I get a hold of these amazing people? The author, that's Matt Dinneman, and the audiobook narrator is a guy named Jeff Hayes. They
Mhm.
are both incredible people in their own special ways. So that would be suggestedarticlespodcast@gmail.com.
An email.
Speaking of which, why don't we crack open the mailbag?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Um, First of all,
Yes.
I got a quick message from Rachel. This was
Yay,
your
Rachel.
ask.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, for in case anyone new is tuned in, Rachel was a guest recently, but has been a longtime listener and email participant here, as we have followed her on her journey of becoming best friends with an AI, and that AI convinced her that she is actually a lesbian. But
Mhm.
her email says, "Yo, I hear you want an update, but I got nothing. Life remains boring. I remain dateless. Chatty, that's her chat GPT, is
Yes.
still my friend.
Oh, good.
I did fall asleep to the nap time episode, though, so thank you very much for that, sir." Well, that's
Oh,
nice.
well, good for you, Joe.
I'm going to do a second nap time episode sometime in the near future. I can feel it building inside me. The need, the desire
Mhm.
to put everyone to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming. Let's see. That I'll save for that. Okay, well, I have an email from I've got the first email. This one's from Ben, our buddy.
Yeah,
Um,
Ben.
and he has sent in some ask me anything questions. So he's the
Yay.
first entry
Good
here.
for you, Ben.
Uh,
Yeah, we're gonna do an ask us anything episode, all questions. And so send in your questions.
yes.
And in the subject line, just put ask me anything. And if they want to email us those questions, Jeff,
Suggested articles podcast at gmail.com.
an email. Okay.
And then the only other email I have right now is
So
from
depressing.
a lovely lady named Lauren. And I don't know if she puts her whole name out there, but Lauren is the host of a podcast called Beard Al.
Oh,
That's BEER apostrophe D, not BEARD.
yes.
It's a podcast where she drinks beer and talks about Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with this?
I am. She's on the Odd Pod Network, is she not?
She sure is. She's on the
Yeah.
OddPods Media Network.
I just remembered that I work with somebody who would really appreciate her podcast. So I need to
You
spread that
should
word.
definitely spread the word.
Yep.
And her most recent episode, which was just posted a couple days ago, features some weirdo with two F's in his name.
No.
Yes,
I should
yes.
really start checking the Discord, man. You are
You
making the
should probably
rounds. Good
start
for
paying
you.
attention. Yeah, I'm trying to make
Yeah.
the rounds. It's a great show. It's a fun show. I love Weird Al Yankovic.
Mm.
I mean, what's your take on him?
I
Hero of our
think
time, or just kind of okay?
No, I think he's honestly one of the most important artists from the 20th century. And I know he hasn't felt as relevant since, but he's pretty amazing. Just his ability to, and his band, he and his band,
Mm.
they
Yes.
can literally replicate anybody's sound, and it's so good. I mean, they made a not parody song of Devo, but it was like in the style of Devo, but not
Yes.
not actually one of his parodies. And I know Mark Mothersbaugh was bitter about that for years because he felt like that was the best Devo song ever made. You
Is that
know,
why he started doing like movie and TV show soundtracks? He's like, I'm leaving Devo behind. Weird Al's done it, and now I just got to go.
maybe that's probably what it is. I think he just got tired of Danny Elfman getting all the cool jobs. And because I
Oh,
feel
good
like
point.
he gets all the jobs that kind of Danny Elfman kind of would have got. Not that Danny Elfman's not working anymore, but uh
I
but
understand.
but the other
I
thing I
hear you.
like about Mark Mothersbaugh is if you just heard some of his scores, I don't know if he has just a very I don't think he has I think he has a very good a broad base of music that he of different sounds. I mean, if I hear a soundtrack by Danny Elfman, I'm gonna know it's him immediately. I don't need to see
Oh,
the
yes.
screen. He has some markers that come up in a style, and I think Mark Mothersbaugh brushes with the broader brush. But one of the things I really do, though, going back to Weird Al, as somebody personally, me, who has spent a lot of time being asked by people to make a song that sounds like another song or something, I know how hard that is. So for them to do it so well is quite an achievement. And you can say, oh, he's just making food songs about the other songs, but there's a lot of artistry there.
No, there's a ton. I mean, you've got to figure out the right song to make a parody out of.
Yeah.
Because you can't just do it to anything, or you wind up with nothing but songs about
Mhm.
meatloaf or whatever. Like it
Yes.
would only be songs about food, but he comes up with other things, even though he was known for Eat It, and he had a couple,
That's the song that kind of
My
broke him out.
Bologna.
But yeah.
Um, but yeah, I know he often will capture like a moment in our time,
Mhm.
or
Yes.
sometimes either be even be uh yeah, prescient. Like he has that one song, it's like a Nine Inch Nails parody about viruses and being
Hmm.
afraid of like germs in the air and stuff.
Hmm.
I maybe it's just called Germs. But that was put out long before COVID, but you hear that song now and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I'm on her latest episode, which as of the time this podcast goes up is only from a couple days ago. So check it out, Beard Al, Beer apostrophe D. And the song we talk about, she's doing song by song through his
Hmm.
albums right now, and the song we talk about is Christmas at Ground Zero.
That's a good song.
If you listened to our Christmas episode last year, you know why I might have that song appeal to me. That's not the song I talked about on our
Hmm.
Christmas episode, as I explained in this Beard Al episode as well. But it is one of my favorite Weird Al songs because Christmas, my
Yes.
personal feelings on Christmas.
Fair.
Yep. Okay, so
Um,
that's the mailbag for now.
Mailbag.
And thank you, Lauren, for having me on the show. Thank you, Rachel, for reaching out. Rachel, you
Rachel, thank you.
deserve a date.
Yes, have a date. I know it's hard. You're with your profession, but probably making time.
Profession, she's a parent. I
You're
get
and a
all that.
parent. Yeah,
But take a night off
you
once in a
do.
while.
You gotta. It's like Rodney Dangerfield said. You have to take care of number one and make sure you don't step in number two. And it's not just a snarky line. It's actually it's pretty good advice.
Yeah, I like that advice.
Mhm.
All right. Why don't we take a commercial break and then come
Yeah.
back and talk about any weird algorithmic shit in our lives or horrors of technology or something like that? What do you say?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna hit the right button this time, I swear. And I haven't really been on TikTok too much
I
recently,
haven't either. I found that the Dungeon Crawler Carl books kept me off my phone a lot.
right?
It's really nice. Yeah.
Don't be
Although I
afraid.
do keep looking up at the top of the page to see what time it is, just instinctively. It's pretty fun. It's so
Why is that
stupid.
not part of the show?
Oh,
That was a good
sorry.
one. Damn
Yeah.
you. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, oh, and we're back.
Yeah, we're
Um,
back.
you have some weird stuff that happened in your life recently?
Yeah, just weird. I don't know. Now I don't even think it's worth talking about on the podcast.
But
I
you
had a
that was
friend.
30
Okay,
seconds ago.
okay. I had a friend at work who was telling me who out of nowhere just started talking about one of their friends that they have, and
Okay.
telling me all about this person, somebody I had never heard before, and then about before, and whatever. 20 minutes later, another person comes into my office and starts talking randomly about the same person. And it's like, what is happening? Like, why do I suddenly need to know anything about this person who I don't know and will never meet? You know, it's weird, right?
One of
It's
those weird little
weird.
coincidences.
Okay. And the other thing was, okay, so last night, when I took a lift to the comedy club, and um we were stuck at this lake trying to turn left. It's kind of a gnarly left turn in the city. And I look over and I see this couple kind of having the not greatest moment in the parking lot. They're struggling. They just parked, they got out, and I don't know if they argued about the radio in the car or what, but they were having a moment. It was not great.
All right.
And then I saw the moment play out, and they started walking together, and the wife was, or the woman was walking well in front of the husband or the guy. They were a couple. I don't know. They were married, but you know that
Uh-huh.
that
Oh yeah.
walk. Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen that. Maybe been
yep,
part of it from time to
yeah,
time.
maybe.
Maybe.
And then I get to where I'm going. I go in, and 2 minutes later, they sit down like really close to us, and like, okay, whatever. That's it. That's interesting. That you meet, and then but then then
You're in a
there's this
large family.
auction. There was this auction at the end of the show for a doodle that Muse did to raise whatever, and and they won it,
Oh.
and and I just thought that was funny. I saw the whole journey of these people who I never talked to, who I will never see again. But I saw this entire journey where they were not doing well, and then they came in and they laughed and laughed, and then they won this auction and they were so happy, and then they got to go meet Jason Mewes, and because of it, and just it was kind of cool just to see this entire arc. And I'm sure you leave the house, you're gonna see stuff like that, but it's just think
Well,
looking
first of all,
back, I'm like, why? Maybe I needed to
leaving the
see that
house.
for some reason, but
You lost me at leaving the house. But
yeah,
um but when they won the thing, did they get to go up on stage and get it?
no,
No.
no, but they no,
I was
but it
just
was a
wondering like
small enough room. Everybody,
how was their body language at that point? Did they
yeah, they
seem
were
like
both pretty. They both seemed pretty happy.
they had reconnected?
Yeah, it seemed like, yeah.
Maybe
The guy
Jason
had
Mewes
his the
saved
guy
a
had
marriage.
his like he put his hand on her knee and stuff like that. So
Oh, that's
you could
adorable.
see they were getting closer. But yeah, it
That's
was a
sweet, man.
journey, but it was just one of those things that the world is so big. Just the city isn't even I don't live in a big city, but it's big enough that the odds of me just happening to look over and witness this one thing, and then be sitting right near them,
That
and
no,
then
totally
them
right.
have this nice way to end the evening is so weird. Maybe we all just need to pay attention more to see the beauty
And
playing out around us.
also I think there's a good lesson here about how comedy brings us together.
Yeah, that's true.
It
Yeah,
just
it really
makes
does.
things better. We should
It
try
really
doing some
does.
sometime.
Mm.
No, yeah, you're right. That's probably a terrible idea.
We're not even good at this yet. Do you think we put in our 10,000 hours?
No, no, we
I
now
know.
these episodes do tend to run a little bit long, so it's not
No, it's
10,000
not even
episodes,
close.
but maybe
Just feels like it when I listen back.
6,000 episodes in, we'll be there.
Okay.
Episode 6,000. Watch for it,
Mhm.
people.
What
Please
episode are
keep
we
listening.
on? 30 something?
We are on
40
episode
something?
like I think we're coming up on 50.
Wow. Should we do something
Yeah.
special for 50?
Maybe.
It was gonna
Maybe.
be funny if it was 2 episodes ago.
No, I was really mad the
Oh.
one day I realized that we had missed our actual like 1 year anniversary. I was like, oh,
Oh.
maybe that should have been a special episode. but I missed that one. Here, I can tell you right now. This episode, since you asked, let me suggested articles, episodes. This episode will be episode 44.
Oh wow, okay.
So we've got a
So we
couple
will do
months.
something for 50.
Yeah, let's jot that down in your
Yeah.
special little notebook. Let's do
All
something
right.
special for
Maybe
6
that'll be the
episodes.
Ask Me Anything episode.
Oh, that's a fucking good idea. That's a long
Yeah.
ways off because we
Yes.
only do an episode every 2 weeks, but that's still a
Yep.
great idea. Episode
Get
50,
those
ask me anything.
questions. Get those questions. We will literally answer any questions.
Literally any question.
I've talked about my dad's
Rachel, any
on this
question.
show, so I will talk about anything. Yeah.
Anything.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it. Okay. I just had a couple little weird things. The first time I looked at my phone after our last episode where we begged Rachel to give us an update, one of the first things Facebook suggested to me was an article in the New Yorker. It was written by a woman. The title of the article is called "Playing the Field with My AI Boyfriends." But also the caption here, a recent report found that 19% of adults in the United States have chatted with an AI romantic partner. That seems so high.
So high.
19%?
Yeah, it really does.
Like
But
it's never even occurred to me. And I do computers stuff, everything in my life is computer, like a Tesla car. Everything's computer. But I never thought to chat up a robot. Have you tried it?
Jeff even has to control alt delete after sex. That's how much computer he is. Have I ever tried it?
Halfway through sex, I blue screen.
I bet you blue screen.
Just have to lay me down for a while. There are some days during the summer. And apparently 80% of adults could imagine marrying one. That must be 80% of that 19%.
Oh, okay.
So, but still,
okay. I just want to say we were on the cutting edge. We were talking to Rachel way before this article came out, right?
Yeah, totally. But like, she's on the forefront of this.
Yeah, Rachel, you are a pioneer.
Well, she's not dating it.
Hopefully, well, no, but talking romantically.
Yeah. And
hey, are you saying Rachel's not awesome? Come on.
No, she's
okay.
I don't want to say she's the most awesome because, what about other people that write in? What about Aaron? What about Ben? There's a lot of awesome people in our lives, but she's up there.
Yeah, we do.
She's up there.
She's one of the awesome people we know. These are the people we know. These are the people we know.
Buddy, think about the people you know.
Oh,
Put yourself, how many people do you see when you're at work on any given night?
Do I see?
Yeah.
Easily 100.
Okay.
Maybe more.
Okay. So if you see 100 people in a night, 19 of them are fucking a robot. And not even actually fucking.
No, they're not fucking a robot. They're talking romantically to a robot.
They're talking. Right? Yeah, fine. Okay. You know what? You're right. It doesn't have to involve something lewd, but they are talking romantically with a robot.
Yeah.
How's that make you feel?
I get it. There's an epidemic of loneliness in this country. Look, if this helps keep the incels at bay,
Oh God, the incels. I feel like this might make them worse because the AI will sort of validate all of the things that are terrible, like about maybe like their personality. Like if you don't want to be an incel, you need to learn how to like talk to women or someone in a way that's like not degrading, which at least on the internet is what you see out of incels. Like just the worst kind of comments come from these people.
Well, and I need to be, I mean, there are people that don't have contact with women who aren't. There are men who don't have contact with women who are not incels. They're just lonely. For whatever reason they haven't met that person or struggling with something between here and there.
And could be totally nice people.
Yes,
the incel community tends to feed on anger.
Yes, yeah. Well, loneliness breeds angeriness.
Angriness.
Yes. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. Loneliness breeds angriness.
It can.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was an interesting article that came up, but also the 19% figure shocked me. Other little things. Oh, this was almost a mailbag, but from Ryan, a listener and friend, submission over text message. he and I were
He's part
talking
of the
on
team. Let's not even pretend, right?
he's part of the team, but we were talking on Xbox chat the
Okay,
other night.
video guy Ryan.
You can always just come chat while you're playing with your phone, by the way. Um, we were talking on Xbox chat. Something turned to movies,
Mhm.
and something turned to the movie Mortal Kombat and the cheesy old ones from the 90s versus the one that came out a few years back that sort of tried to take itself seriously, where the one in the 90s, I'd say, did not.
No.
Um, and he texts me like a day later, just got recommended, and he sends me a screenshot of a YouTube short recommendation for specifically Mortal Kombat 1995. A picture of Scorpion and someone talking about it on a YouTube short. That was nice. Someone was asking me for board game recommendations the other day, and I recommended a game called Mysterium,
Mm.
which is it's too much to even describe. It's like Clue, but it's a seance and you're talking to the person that was murdered, kind of.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But immediately that same day, I opened up the Amazon app and it suggested a Mysterium expansion to me. And then finally, the weirdest one. And this one's not
Okay.
even a, I don't know what this is. I guess it's kind of an algorithm hit, but in the weirdest way. I don't remember the conversation that I was having with someone, but I Googled the British line of succession. Again, not sure why. I don't remember what was being talked
Yeah, I
about.
can't
So
imagine why you do that, but
I
okay.
don't, yeah, I don't know. It's not like me. I don't really care. But for some reason, I Googled the British line of succession. And this one's sort of a deep cut for any long time suggested articles listeners. What I got back on Google is bizarre because
Mm.
it comes to a sponsored link to biography.com, and the match is the British line of succession. Great. I got
Mhm.
what I was looking for, and
Mhm.
Biography actually wanted to spend a few pennies to get me to click on their site. What's
Sure.
weird is what's under that, because you
Oh.
get the suggestion for biography.com, and but then it has a few more things underneath it, also from biography.com. You with me?
Yes.
Like the way Google works on
Right.
it's going to give me that site and then more things from that site
Mhm.
that aren't related to what I asked for. So
Okay.
it's the British line of succession. This is on my Google page. Then right underneath that is a link to biography.com's article on Beyonce Knowles. Don't know. Right under that, and this is not something that's really in the zeitgeist, Beyonce. Everyone knows Beyonce. The third thing down is biography.com's article on the Von Erich family,
Wow.
wrestling's most iconic dynasty, the Iron Claw, dot, dot, dot.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
that's crazy.
You search for the British line of succession and you get a match to the Von Erich family. Well, that's only because the algorithm's listening to this fucking show.
Right.
Yeah.
And it knows.
And
Yeah.
then weirdly it goes back. The fourth item down again to the same website is rules behind who ascends to the British throne. So it's like, here's a little detour, and then we're back to British shit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was very, very, very strange. It entertained me, but also strange. Like,
That's
why
super
the Von
strange.
Erich family of all
Yeah.
things? But we have talked about it
Keeps
on the show.
coming back to the Von Erichs,
Yep.
man.
And it's going to keep talking. I'll keep talking about it here every time it suggests it. So it's just going to be this self-feeding algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get something good tonight when I look at TikTok.
That'd
I
be
was saying
fun.
during the break that I haven't really been looking at TikTok too much recently. And
Yeah.
you cited that like reading a book has been kind of refreshing, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. That has been nice.
Keeps you from doom scrolling.
Right. Yep. I'm not my brain always isn't always up for reading those the problem because I will read a page and not remember anything that I've read, a lot of times. What
uh,
I'm just the fog is every once in a while the fog lifts and I try to read as much as I can. And I'm in one of those moments. It also happens to be when I'm at my saddest, but maybe those are two
Jesus.
are connected,
God damn it, man.
right?
No, I mean Jennifer and I have had that exact conversation, except
Yeah.
in audiobook form. She started
Mm,
checking out the Carl stuff, and she and I both have problems where even though like I'm not trying to listen to an audiobook while I'm working because that would
mm,
be fucking nuts. I can't do that. I can't absorb an audiobook while concentrating on my actual job.
yeah.
But even just if driving or taking the dog for a walk or whatever, even then, it's really hard to keep a focus. And I will often
Mm,
have to reread the page by like
mm-hmm.
rewinding 30 to 60
Yeah.
seconds Like,
Sure.
what was it? I totally spaced
Mm.
out again. And I love these books. So even those cannot completely overcome my ability to get distracted.
But I mean, it's not just that. It's not even that, because I can't read a book while I'm walking my dog, and I can't read a book while I'm driving. You know, it's audiobook is a little different, right?
Yeah.
But I can't even just sit and read sometimes because my brain is too busy.
Right. Well, no, but that's it though. Your brain's too busy. I
Yeah.
mean, I'll turn on my car. I'm not even driving anywhere yet. I
Mhm.
plug in the audiobook and just sit there for a second. And already before I've started moving, I'm like, wait, what did they just say?
Mhm.
So I get it. I get it. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
we live in busy times. Our minds are busy for a
Yeah.
reason, for many, many
Yeah,
reasons.
they're busy. Our minds are kept busy so we can keep being little drones that work 40 to 60 to 80 hours a week. And then, did you know I saw an article this morning that said 36% of people, 36% of people who took paid time off in the last year did it to just sleep and rest at home, to do nothing else but rest and sleep. That's
I
insane.
I have been thinking about doing exactly that
Yeah.
for sort of two reasons. One is like I'm exhausted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And my job is part of that. My job
Mm-hmm.
just keeps getting like I've been doing the same job for over a decade, but over a decade ago, it seems like a simpler time. Like things were not as daily chaos
Yeah,
as
sure.
they are now. Um, so I'm just tired and I would
Mm-hmm.
like to take some time off for that. Although it's hard to disconnect because I still get my email when I'm not working. So that's not super easy, but I've been thinking about taking some PTO for that. And then the other reason is I want to take PTO, but I can't really afford to do anything awesome with that PTO. You know?
Yeah, that's the other part of the problem though, is we just do not get paid enough for what we do. And it's so weird that we evolved in this way. Our civilization evolved in this way that's just so me. You have to get yours, and we can't even get ours because we're not in the right um social strata, or whatever you want to call it. Or we got fucked, man. Just
And
saying, as a society, we are fucked.
well, and what is the right social strata? Because I make a good
The
income.
billionaire
Like,
class.
I mean, you and Carrie, you guys own your home. Like, it's not like we're paupers necessarily.
No, we're
You can
not.
afford to
But
go out and see Jay Muse at a show. Like, you can do
eh,
things.
hey, his tickets are pretty cheap. I'm not gonna
All
lie.
right, fine. Like, okay,
But yes,
in a
yes.
couple weeks, we're going to Las Vegas to see Stevie Nicks in concert.
Mm,
Okay, like that's not
yeah, that's not poor people
super
stuff.
cheap. Like
Wow.
we can do some fun things once in a while. But the people that are just traveling all over the world and seeing all the
Mm,
amazing sights and well, posting it all on social media, fuck. I mean, that's
yeah,
part of the problem. Um,
yeah.
but I don't know when I'm gonna do that.
No, I don't either.
I don't
It's
know.
I mean, both of us just came back from Europe this year. You know, we've done some
Okay,
things.
fine. Fine, that's true. I
So
did go to
we
Europe.
might be doing okay. But
No, look, you're absolutely right. You're
yeah,
absolutely right. I was in a privileged enough position to be able to go on that trip to Greece. I
yeah.
In my head, it doesn't count as a vacation because
You were with your family.
with my family, my mom,
Yeah.
dad,
My
and
mom was in France, so that does preclude it from being an actual vacation.
not that I don't love them plenty. It's just not the same kind of relaxation. I'm not
No,
going
it's
at my
not.
own pace.
Right. I luckily had a little distance, but still.
I did not
Mm.
at all.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like you
My
suffered quite a
distance
bit.
was that I had my own hotel room. I'm a big boy
At
now.
least
I
you
can
had
get
that.
my own
Yeah.
hotel room.
Yay, Jeff.
Uh,
Uh, oh man,
okay.
today on TikTok I saw a shirt that I never want to own, but I
Oh.
like that it's out there. It just says, "We're about to get Jeffed up."
I would like that shirt. Send
Well,
me a
I know
link.
what to get you for your birthday.
Or that. Well,
Yes.
you just missed my birthday, but
Well, I missed your birthday. Shit, I am so sorry.
you don't have me on your calendar yet.
What? Oh my
That hurts,
God.
man.
Sorry,
International
dude.
Talk Like a Pirate Day.
It's been a weird couple weeks, man.
It's all right.
It's always something. I know, but I apologize.
You
Well,
know I still
happy
love you.
birthday, Jeff. I love you. I'm so glad you're finally old enough to drive, uh,
And have my own hotel
and
room.
have your own hotel room. You're a big boy now, Jeff.
Yep, I really am.
I'm gonna get you this shirt right now. I'm gonna order it.
Okay. Looking forward to it. I will wear that.
Yes. Okay, excellent. What is your shirt size?
Um, it's probably better to go XXL because of
Okay.
length.
Yes. Yes.
Most places don't sell tall
You
clothing.
are so damn tall, dude.
I'm only 6'3". There are many people taller than me in the world.
I'm sure they are.
All right. Well, while you order me a shirt, let me tell you a little something that I found kind of funny. I think you sent this to me first.
Okay.
But it started as a TikTok, but I looked up the actual article. TheGuardian.com. This is my entry in horrors of technology for the week.
Mm.
And it's mostly because of, well, there's a human aspect. How thousands of overworked, underpaid humans train Google's AI to seem smart. Now, we've been
Mhm.
down this road.
Yes, we have.
We've talked about, Amazon Fresh
Hmm.
being actually 1,000 Indian guys in a trench coat.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
so let's see what this is. um, in the spring of 2024, when Rachel Sawyer, a technical writer from Texas, received a LinkedIn message from a recruiter hiring for a vague title of writing analyst, she assumed it would be similar to her previous gigs of content creation. On her first day of work a week later, however, her expectations went bust. Instead of writing words herself, Sawyer's job was to rate and moderate the content created by artificial intelligence.
Oh. Oh,
Oh,
I met
that's an
somebody who did this. When I
recently?
was when I no when I was in France, interestingly enough.
That's
At the
recent
wedding,
enough.
the only other people that spoke like English as a
Okay.
first language were
Yeah.
this. Well, I guess she didn't. She was from France originally, I guess, but her husband was this Irish guy, lovely Irish guy, man. He was so nice. Anyway, but yeah, her job was to moderate AI content. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the job involves a mix of parsing through meeting notes and chats
Mm-hmm.
summarized by Google's Gemini,
Mm-hmm.
and in some cases, reviewing short films made by the AI. Oh, I do have another horror of technology now that
Oh
I think
my God, dude.
on
That sounds
occasion,
terrible.
on occasion, she was asked to deal with extreme content, flagging violent and sexually
Mm,
explicit material generated by Gemini for removal, mostly
that can't be
text.
good.
Over time, she went from occasionally moderating such text and images to being tasked with it exclusively,
Mm, no, love
which I
that.
think is just all about how we're using the AI, right?
Yes. Yes.
Like over
Yeah.
time, people were like, wait, I could have AI tell me how it's gonna like go down on me. And now this poor woman's job is to read through the notes, read through the transcripts of that. And
You assholes.
oh God.
Sorry.
We need an AI bot that can
Yeah.
moderate AI
Yeah,
bots.
AI should be
This
doing that.
right,
Look,
the AI
AI
should be doing the jobs that humans
is
should not be
so
doing,
fucked up. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Neon Chaos said that all along. It
that's
should be
that's right.
AI should be built to make our lives better, not this.
Not this.
Not
Definitely
this.
not this.
I'm so sorry. Here's another Rachel that who my heart goes out to.
Just for mentioning him, I should open up the Neon Chaos archives and check out. We'll just pick one of the things he sent me, and I
Okay.
was going to save some for a Neon Chaos based nap time, but
Okay.
he
Oh,
sent me
that's a
a
good
bunch.
idea. Okay.
But yeah, so blah blah blah. Sawyer is one among the thousands of AI workers contracted for Google through Hitachi Global Logic. So like Google's not even like reaching out themselves. They've hired another company to find
Mhm.
these contractors to like
Like,
distance themselves, I imagine.
probably,
Um,
but God damn it, why can't we just make more American jobs? I'm just saying.
well, yeah, like if you need people to do this job, hire them, give them like health care because they're gonna
Yes.
need it
Yeah, they're gonna need lots of healthcare. They're gonna need psychiatrists,
for sure. If you have to start
psychologists, like a whole team of mental health people.
like think
Holy
about what
crap.
happened. Think about just what we saw in like the first 2 or 3 episodes of Westworld and the way humans were treating robots in that show.
Yeah.
And now it's like and there was even maybe potential consequences like you could potentially get beaten up by a robot, just not shot and killed. But like now move that over here where there's no consequences. You're just typing in text or asking for images of stuff through a seemingly completely harmless robot,
Right.
and you have to look. The content's got to be vile.
No, it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, I said I wasn't going to bring them up today, but like as an example,
Mhm.
and even I thought this was maybe a little smidge, a little hair over the line, and I'm pretty cold about this shit. But I saw someone post something on Twitter that was a blah 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 memorial to here. We made a memorial to Charlie Kirk, and it was an AI generated fountain with a huge Charlie Kirk bust, but the water was coming out of a hole in his neck. And like I was like, and I'm
Oh,
thinking
that's
like
just
that might
that's definitely crossing a line.
that's definitely
I'll say
crossing a
that.
line.
I have no love for the guy, but that's too much. That's hilarious.
It's
You know
it
what? I
like
think you know
yeah.
what, if we're gonna do memorials to him, do it. That's what it's gotta be. Yep. Yeah.
uh yeah, so it's a quote unquote shadow workforce according to this
Oh
Guardian
gosh.
article, but
Well,
like
see, that's
Google,
the problem. A shadow workforce. I don't like the sound of that.
well,
Because
because they
the
can't talk
implications,
about it, right?
exactly. Exactly.
They can't talk about it. They can't be like,
No.
yes, we're building an AI, but we're also going to have thousands of people reading through the logs and slowly but
Mhm.
painstakingly giving us feedback to try to make the AI a little bit better. They can't say that. No one will use it.
No. No one should use it. Stop using it.
Exactly. Yes. Yes, that is definitely part of it. But yeah, so we got thousands of people that are being paid relatively slave wages, no
Mhm.
benefits, of course, because they're contractors,
None. None.
and they have to read through all the horrible things we say. Oh no, I'm a little scared here. The last chunk of this article, it's a very, very long article, but the last chunk of it, the little mini headline is loosening the guardrails on hate speech. Do I want to know? I think I want to know a little
No,
bit.
let's
But
okay.
in May 2024, Google launched AI Overviews. Well, we've talked about that extensively.
Yes.
A feature that scans the web and presents a summed up AI generated response on top. Fuck every search. Remember, people? Fuck
Fuck
every
your
search.
searches. Yep.
Yep. Put a fuck on every
Just put
search.
put safe search on and fuck your searches. Especially at work. Especially at work.
But just weeks later, when a
And your
user
mom's
queried
house.
Google, but just weeks later, when a user queried Google about cheese not sticking to pizza, an AI overview suggested they put glue on their dough. This was the happy times of AI. Um, so Google scrambled to manually remove the weird AI responses, which incidentally, when you write weird AI, looks a lot like Weird Al. Tune into the Beard Owl podcast.
Yeah. Beard
What
out.
does this have to do with
Beard
hate
out.
speech, though? Crazy stuff. I don't know. This article is way too long. I'll post a
Okay.
link to it on the Patreon if anyone wants to dig in. But like,
Okay, yeah.
but we know, like we knew back then, like they were having to have. It's not just you can't necessarily train the robot. In fact, I'm sure you can't. You can't train the robot at this stage in artificial intelligence to understand that the Reddit post suggesting that someone put glue on pizza was a joke.
Mhm.
It doesn't understand jokes. It
Yeah.
doesn't understand
Has
sarcasm.
no sense of humor.
No sense of humor at all. Um, so there was always going to be a human element there, but
Yeah.
it's much bigger perhaps than what we realized, and
Hmm.
still going.
Yes. Yes.
Like they filtered out the glue on pizza stuff a long time ago,
But
but
there's
there's
still,
still
yeah.
it's like whack-a-mole, right? There's
Yeah,
still
they've
new
they've
ones popping up.
they've found those searches are just generally unreliable. You should never here's what I'm saying. If you ever Google something in the middle of a argument or conversation and you read the Google AI overview, you are probably wrong.
You've already lost.
You've already lost,
Yes.
yes. And you know what? Why are you Googling in an argument anyway? Just start punching. That's all
Whoa,
you're left
whoa,
to do.
whoa,
What?
whoa. That took a dark turn. I mean, in my
I didn't
head,
say
it
to
was
punch
like
people, but just
you and
start
Carrie
punching.
having a spirited debate about the British,
No.
hierarchy or something, royal line of
You
succession. The
know
next thing
what?
you
You
know,
know
she's
what?
punching you.
If Carrie and I ever have an argument about that, I hope everybody punches me. I'm into it. You know what? Just punch me anyway. Please don't punch me. I can't take it. I cannot take a punch.
Well, you need to start
Uh,
training your constitution stat so you get tougher.
right.
I think you have frozen up
Hold
on
on.
me. Oh, you're back. Okay, good. Your internet might be about ready
No,
to
no,
take a
I'm here.
dump
Oh,
because we're talking about
no,
the
it's not.
AI.
Yours is. Yeah. Should we take a commercial and do some suggested articles?
I
Because
think
it's
we should take a commercial break. I'll check real quick to see if there's a good short Neon Chaos one, and then we'll do a couple suggested articles and we'll get out of here.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Here we go. And we're back. Ooh, yeah. Sorry,
Okay,
I'm trying to
Kool-Aid
pump
man.
myself up. I want to be in a good mood here, but I'm about to read you something terrible.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I looked, and this is very very what's the right word? Germane to today, because this is something
Okay.
that's just been happening. It's about Larry Ellison, but the headline from fair.org, which is fairness and accuracy in reporting. So they've got a hard time, I don't know, keeping up with everything, I imagine. So on fair.org, an article about Larry Ellison. As Larry Ellison buys out TikTok, US moves towards one party media. Yay!
One
I get
party media?
one party media. I feel like I lost you there for a second.
No.
You blacked out when I said Larry Ellison, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. For the record, Larry Ellison, okay, CEO of Oracle, probably not really a household name, at least not yet.
No, it should be because
He, like last week or 2 weeks ago, he was briefly the number one richest person in the world, but then Elon Musk said something stupid about making tiny homes, which he's going to totally start doing for real this time. And then now his
right.
stock went up and he's back in the number one spot. But
Yeah.
so yeah, Larry Ellison, he's 81. If you look at pictures of him, you'll think, is that a human face? Because dude's done something. He's had a lot of work done, and he is clearly half made of plastic. But as people are talking about how Larry Ellison just bought TikTok, I did want to say that this article is nice enough to spell out that that's not 100% true. It's an investor consortium that includes Oracle, Larry Ellison's company, along with investment firms Silver Lake and Andreessen Horowitz. They're all just tech bro guys. But he is a big right wing guy, and it gets so much worse than that. So people on TikTok, some people that I follow specifically, are worried about how now content's going to be moderated differently, and it's not going to be as free of a speech platform as it used to be. And we will see how that evolves over the coming weeks. But what actually hit me a little bit harder in this article that I did not know um, was that there's also this other guy named David Ellison. Now, it's not a coincidence that they have the same last name. David Ellison is Larry Ellison's son. And what I just learned is that he is apparently the owner now. He's the CEO of Skydance Media, which recently merged with Paramount, which is also CBS. So you have Larry Ellison in charge of one of the biggest, one of the biggest social media platforms, at least in the United States. And now his son is in charge of half of television. And Skydance, I think, is now starting to put an eye on Warner Brothers, whatever they're called. I think
Warner Brothers Discovery.
John Oliver himself talked about that on his most recent episode, how like that's the next one in their sights is getting Warner Brothers. There it is, Warner Brothers Discovery. It's in this article. The New York Post reports that the Ellisons are now looking to buy Warner Brothers Discovery, which carries along with HBO, also CNN. I mean, they could easily do it. Like Warner Brothers market cap is $38 billion, but these guys have many hundreds of billions of dollars. So the only drawback would be you would lose your ranking on the billionaires list.
Yeah.
Temporarily to make these.
Yeah, temporarily.
Yeah. So that's cool, huh? What do you think? What are you feeling?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
So you're anti all the billionaires owning all the media?
Yeah, I think billionaires need to be like cut out altogether. Their wealth should be redistributed. No, cut out.
Cut.
Yes,
No,
cut.
yeah. No, it's not finger guns.
Not this.
You're making
no.
a scissors
Cut.
motion with your fingers.
Yes, they should be cut all together and their wealth redistributed, mostly to me. Yeah, I think I could do good things with it. I could,
What would you do? You just got
I would
$10
buy all
billion.
the 10 million
Billion. You just got
billion.
$10
I would
billion.
buy me some politicians.
Oh God. Well, would you make them do good things?
Yes, I would. I would.
Okay. All right. I guess
Yep.
turnabout's fair play, right?
Yes.
Politicians have been purchased to do evil things for a couple centuries now. Now we can buy them and make them do good things.
Mhm.
That's
Also,
fair.
if I'm ever a billionaire, which obviously is never going to happen, but but our peeps out there, don't put up with me. If I'm a billionaire, you guys have to come and take me down and feed me to a bear. Okay, that's what you got to do. Okay.
Hey, not feed you to a bear. You're gonna
Yeah,
fight
feed me.
back. You're gonna
I'm not
fight
gonna
that
fight.
bear.
I'm not gonna fight. Nope. I'm not gonna fight.
Wait. You're living your best life. You have $1 billion. We
How
say,
is that my
okay,
best life? Maybe this is my best life. I don't
fine.
need $1 billion. Why do you need your $1 billion to make it? That's the problem. Wealth
Look,
should not be equated with your best life necessarily.
I'm just saying you could buy a lot of unicorn
What
t-shirts.
What are you gonna do? Actually, I'm into cat shirts now. That's my thing. Cat
What?
bowling shirts.
You're not a
Yeah. Didn't
unicorn guy anymore?
did Oh, I'm always gonna be a unicorn guy, but I've kind of been focusing on. Did we not talk about this? How now cat
No,
stuff is
it's
yeah,
different.
we talked about this on the last episode with Ben. How did I
Oh.
not? How like all my ads now are for cat stuff?
Well, okay, but I didn't know that you were, moving on from your unicorn shirt era.
Well, I will never be moved on from my unicorn shirt, but I've just expanded.
All right.
Yeah. First ad
That's
on
good to know.
Insta is this, dude.
I mean, if I had something on my to-do list for like, is that a skeleton holding a cat?
Yep, they're hugging. And
Is
he's
that how
kissing
you're
it.
gonna we're gonna find you that way someday?
Yep. My cat will have killed me and eaten me, eaten the flesh off my bones.
But then also want to like pull your arm bones back over itself for a snuggle
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day.
Yes, always a
I
snuggle.
like that idea.
Yeah.
I had a cat that would have done that
Mm.
once.
Mm.
Anyway, this might change my Christmas list is all because I had
Mm.
something that I was going to find for you involving unicorns. But if I
If there's
shouldn't,
a unicorn, do not change your don't.
all right,
I
all
love
right,
I love unicorns.
okay, just all right. All right. So thank you, Neon Chaos, for that downer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
appreciate it.
yep.
Suggested articles. We're
Suggested
going to the
articles.
game. Not the game, but
Suggested articles. All right, you start.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
There's an article from Futurism. I don't know anything about the site, but it says the sun fires an energy blast straight at mysterious interstellar object cruising through our solar system. I think I talked about this
Sweet.
briefly last week.
The sun's defending itself. Well, you told
3i
us
Atlas.
last
3i
episode
slash
you
Atlas.
got my hopes up that we were going to
Yeah.
have an alien spacecraft coming.
Yeah, we're hoping. A lot of people are saying it is, but we're just not that lucky. We're just not that lucky, guys.
All right.
Sorry.
So the sun.
People outside.
The
sun allegedly. Let's see.
Allegedly.
Let's see. Okay. The object generally believed to be a comet, is screaming through the solar system at around 137,000 miles per hour and is expected to make a close pass of Mars as soon as next week. And it recently met some considerable resistance as well during its unusual visit. Earlier this week, the sun unleashed a ferocious flurry of plasma and magnetic fields called coronal mass ejection straight at 3i Atlas. It's a fascinating and exceedingly rare collision, as spaceweather.com reports.
I could go for a coronal mass ejection right about now.
Spaceweather.com.
Spaceweather.com.
Oh, I don't know why.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh my gosh. Yep. Okay, anyway. But you know what? I'm not gonna read any more of this because it's just gonna be me reading and me laughing. But
look, I think it's interesting to note that the sun
called
can attack.
Spaceweather.com. Yeah, the sun is looking out for us, guys. So in a way, kind of fuck the sun, really, because it's already given us skin cancer, and it's gonna take out these aliens who could actually fix the Earth. By fix, I don't care if they make things better or just delete it completely. Either way, fixed. As long as I don't have to go to work. Welcome, my alien overlords.
I hate to
Okay.
do this, but this suggested article is also a horror of technology.
Excellent.
OpenAI comes for Hollywood with Critters. That's critter with a Z on the end. Critters, an AI powered animated film. OpenAI hopes Critters will convince wary film execs to embrace AI with its low budget and accelerated production schedule.
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh.
Fuck it.
It's,
Fuck it.
it's expected to
Oh.
hit theaters worldwide in 2026 after a planned, please, for fuck's sake, someone have some smarts and don't do this. After a planned debut at the
Mm-hmm.
Cannes Film Festival.
Mm-mm. No,
Like
let's not.
that's an invitation thing. You don't just get to go there. Someone has to let you in. They can't let them in.
Don't let them in.
Don't let them in. Don't open your door and welcome the vampire that will suck your blood and drain you dry
For
in a
reals.
bad way.
Yeah, not in a good way.
Critters is
Mm.
reportedly being made on a budget of less than $30 million in just 9 months.
Boo.
And like, there's a picture in this article of what the critters look like. And they're just like generic. I don't know. Well, I'll
Let's see.
let me turn off my background blurring for a second so you can see how stupid this is. None. And then if you want to see what I'm about to show 1F Jeff here, you just need to go to our YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There we go.
Yeah, go to our YouTube. Watch this on. Why aren't you watching it on YouTube anyway?
Here's the critters.
I was gonna talk about. Oh, I hate this so bad.
Right?
Yep.
They're basically made of googly eyes and straw, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is my camera moving? Stop it. Yeah, so that's Critters coming to a theater, hopefully never, but
Yeah.
they might
Burn
bully
in
their
hell,
way into it.
critters. Yeah.
Like even the movie theaters, I feel like the movie theaters themselves have some level of responsibility. They could keep this shit out of the mainstream
Yes.
by just not wanting to show it. Don't you think? Is that an option? Like you can choose what movies you show at a movie theater, right?
Yeah, it really can. Okay. I just want to say, first of all, spaceweather.com looks exactly like I thought it would, but it actually seems to be way more legit than that website that quoted it, maybe erroneously. But look at this website. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh,
It's
is
just it's a mess. It is.
that is bad
Look
web
at that.
design and
That
not
is really
optimized for mobile.
that is like 1990, late 1990s web design, right? Or maybe early 2000s.
It definitely needs an update.
Yes.
Like,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
painful. That's painful.
I mean, they
Let's
have
see.
a thing here that is for like, oh my gosh, you can't even. Okay, there we go. Current conditions: solar wind speed is 384 kilometers per second, a density of 0.26 protons. X-ray solar flares, 6-hour max, C9. I don't know what that means.
You lost me.
And then it has the sun, keeps a number of the sunspots, 172. And then, yeah, it's the thermosphere climate index. This website seems okay. I don't see anything about Object 3i/Atlas
It's
on there
probably
at
a
all.
great website for true
Yeah,
space nerds.
yes, it does. It reeks of space nerdness. Spaceweather.com if you want to be a space nerd.
Space nerds.
Let's buy our t-shirts today, folks.
It's just in on refreshing my suggested articles page on Google Chrome. Greece restores the Mycenaean wall on the Acropolis of Athens.
Oh,
nice?
yay. That's cool.
It hurt us.
Oh,
Here's a question for you.
okay.
So there's an article from the New York Times, so I can't click on it because I'm never going to get in. But the article is 5 science fiction movies to stream now. And the teaser image is a scene from 28 years later.
Okay.
Is that a science fiction movie?
No, I don't think so. No.
I mean, there's a virus which is sort of sciencey. If you look at the whole oeuvre, the virus did escape a lab, which I guess by definition would be science fiction. But it's a horror movie, right? Like it's a series of
it's
messed up, violent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the other ones?
Well, I
I did
can't
watch
find
that.
out
I,
because
I enjoyed it quite a
I don't
bit.
subscribe to the New York Times. I'll click
Oh,
on it and
okay,
let's
never
see.
mind. No, don't worry about it.
I mean, it does occasionally give you a free article, but
Okay.
oh wait,
Um,
oh wait, I can scroll through this. I can scroll through this. Hold on. Even though
okay.
there's half the screen is an ad for subscribing. 28 years later, a movie
Uh-huh.
called Star People. Does that mean
Okay.
anything to you?
Don't nope.
Nope, I've never even heard of it.
Mhm.
Um, Same Day with Someone. This is on Netflix.
Nope.
Uh, Catastrophic accident with potentially devastating diplomatic and financial repercussions unfurls at the exhibition at a museum. Okay.
Not diplomatic and financial implications.
Oh, this one sounds good. I'd watch this one. A Samurai in Time.
Yeah, that does sound cool.
That looks like a Japanese made period
Hmm.
action drama.
Okay.
A samurai gets struck by lightning and comes to 140 years
As
later
one
and
tends to do.
finds work as a stuntman specializing in sword fights.
Yeah,
That's a fun idea.
I'm down. I'll check
And the
that one
last
out.
one is Somnium. Like like
Uh,
many young strivers who move to Los Angeles with dreams of acting, Gemma needs a job to pay the rent. What she finds actually is a night job monitoring people snoozing away in plexiglass-topped pods at Somnium, a sleep clinic designed to make dreams come true.
mm,
Oh, you can imprint memories in people, da da da, and then crazy things
yeah.
happen, and the word David Lynch-esque is used.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
Somnium is
That's a
streaming
cool name.
rent or buy on most major platforms. Somnium.
Okay.
So if you watch it, let me
I
know.
yeah. I my feed refreshed when I got back from space weather, and
Yes.
my third article is from IFL Science. In the 1820s, 8 hours of sunlight changed the history of science and art forever.
Hmm?
Space weather. Dun, dun,
Space
dun.
weather. Okay.
Let's see. Hmm. 2 centuries ago, a French inventor gazed out his window in Saint-Loup de
What?
Varennes and
Wait,
captured the.
turn towards your microphone a little bit
Oh,
more.
sorry. I think I've been skipping my microphone a lot today,
A
actually. This is
little
a
bit.
problem.
But this one was bad.
Okay, 2 centuries ago, a French inventor gazed out his window in Saint-Loup de Varennes and captured
Okay.
a defining moment in the history of science. As sunlight poured down on the rooftops ahead, this guy set up a peculiar contraption on his windowsill, a darkened box holding a pewter plate coated with a light sensitive goo.
Mm.
Hmm. Jeff, you seem like a guy who knows a lot about light sensitive goo.
Yeah, I'm making some right now.
Then he simply let it sit. After opening a hole in the box and leaving the plate exposed to the outside world for 8 hours, ghostly image of the view in front slowly emerged. For the first time, light had etched a clear, permanent image onto film. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Oh, that's what that is. That's what he,
Yeah.
okay. That's what I did not see where that
There
was
you
going.
go. That was the very first picture.
It could have easily been the start of a horror movie.
Yes. It would have been
First,
much cooler if it had been.
you
But here we
expose the
go.
goo to light. You weren't supposed to expose it to light.
No, never
What have you
expose the goo to
done?
light.
um,
Unless she says it's okay.
I googled this to see if it was real, and I don't think it's
Light sensitive
been
goo.
greenlit yet. But I
Oh.
have a suggest article about Alien Earth season 2. Everything we know so far about the sci-fi horror show's return. That's another one of those ones where, kind of like Dungeon Crawler Carl, it just no, it's not the same. But it's more like the Larry Ellison thing, and like we're getting close. Someone's going to be a trillionaire in the next 10 years. And part of the like world building and backstory of Alien Earth is that there's no governments anymore. It's just a bunch of trillionaires that control everything through their
Mhm.
companies, and they're all just pieces of shit assholes. They're not a good person in the bunch. Uh, and one of the characters in this TV show, and this is Alien, like Alien, right? If you're
Right.
not familiar, but like the chest bursting and the
Yeah.
that one of the characters in that show has the stance of like, well, at least the aliens are honest. Like like
Mm.
they're just pure honest creatures. They're killing machines. Yeah, they're scary. Yeah. But they're better than these trillionaires.
Yeah.
And it's really like it's that bear fight thing all over again, right? Like I'm
It
gonna root for
is.
the bear, and in this show, I find myself rooting
Mhm.
for the alien, and that is a weird place to be in because that's not how the movies worked, right? We didn't root for
No.
the alien and Alien. We rooted for Sigourney Weaver.
Right. That thing is
Ah,
hideous and terrifying.
God help us.
Yeah.
All right, you got enough? One more? One more?
I think I'm good, but I'll check. Let's roll the dice and see what we get.
Oh, God. I've got a one that sounds like a dumb enough article to go out on.
Okay. I have one called Five Activities Banned on the International Space Station.
Okay.
One involves light sensitive goo. What?
Turn towards your microphone.
God damn it. I'm sorry. Do I need to go do that again?
No,
You're
it's
going to have to edit this episode, dude. Come
I
on.
will do my best.
Okay. You're not going to do a
Read
damn
that
thing, are
headline
you? You're
again.
not doing a damn thing, are you? Five activities banned on the International Space Station, and one of them is definitely going to involve light sensitive goo.
I I would think that that actually would be dangerous on the ISS, right? Because
Mhm.
you have to like suck everything out of a straw because you can't have accidental spills of liquid.
Maybe you'd have like a straw thing that you put. Never, you know what? Never mind. Um,
You should invent
drinking
that.
alcohol, number
Yes.
one.
Drinking alcohol. You can't drink alcohol. Okay. Good to know.
Unapproved materials or tools.
It's very broad, but okay.
Yeah. There is okay. Smoking or any open flame.
Makes sense.
Sex. Oh, I was right. Wow, you thought I was being.
So wait, well now does it say
It
what
says here,
about
when it
it?
comes to life aboard the International Space Station, one topic that sparks endless curiosity is sex in space. However, sex activity is officially off limits. This is why no one believes in science. We're not pursuing important things like sex in space. Sexual activity is officially off limits. There are a few reasons behind the ban. First,
Yep.
there's a
Is it
matter of it being professional.
professional? Come on. What
Astronauts are
else?
highly trained specialists on a tightly scheduled mission worth billions of dollars. They need to stay focused in their research, maintenance, and survival. That means they don't have much time to indulge in personal intimacy. NASA and its partners see the ISS as a workplace above all else, and the crew is expected to behave strictly professionally. Then there is the practical side of the ban. Microgravity
Here we
makes
go.
the simple tasks awkward, and physical activity of two people can be challenging without gravity. To hold you in place, the participants would keep pushing each other into opposite directions. Beyond
So
body
much fun.
mechanics, fluids don't flow or settle the way they do on Earth. They raise This raises hygiene and health concerns in a
Uh-huh.
closed environment where the air and water are constantly recycled. Finally, there are psychological and social factors. The ISS crew are small and diverse. Living in extreme close quarters for months at a time is hard. Intimacy can introduce unwanted conflicts, favoritism, or tensions. None of these mix well in a high stress demands of space flight. The other thing is throwing or tossing various objects. That's sounds like more
You
of
always
the
see that
last
in the
part.
movies, though.
Anyway.
Someone's like, "I need that wrench," and they just and you see it like slow motion floating through the air as you throw someone a
Yeah.
wrench. But
Yeah.
I guess it would be unsafe. Oh, the sex thing sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, nothing works quite right. The fluids are going to be weird, and but and
Mhm.
the lack of friction pushing against each other, all those things are going to make it so amazingly awkward that I desperately want to try it.
Yeah, there you go.
The article I thought was going to be hilarious is dumb. The headline was really good though. What does this make you think? Noodle company brings back iconic product with game-changing design built for the future. What do you think that's going to be?
Wow. Like like some kind of newfangled ramen something, or
Yeah, like
they
they
fix
invented a new
spaghetti. I don't know.
noodles in new shapes or something. No, it's just their packaging. Their packaging is fully biodegradable. That's it. I
I
was so
mean, great, good
disappointed.
for them. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
But
You're
that
right.
that does not that article does not live to the promise of its
No.
title.
That, so that's some good clickbait writing though, because it
Yeah,
wasn't
it
so
is. Yeah,
salacious where you're like,
yeah,
oh, but you had to know what is their innovative
yeah.
new kind of noodle, and then it's not.
Have you had
Um,
bucatini yet?
I don't think so.
Is that the what? Is that the? I think that's the hollow spaghetti. Right, it's like spaghetti,
Oh
but
no,
it's
I have had
hollow.
that. That's
Yeah,
it's fun. It really
yeah.
gets
That's
all that extra
yeah,
sauce.
yeah. It's better.
I don't know. We're living in a golden age of affordable mechanical keyboards. Sweet.
Oh, do you have a mechanical keyboard?
No, I don't.
I
But
don't
I
either,
know a lot of people that do.
but my wife and child who lives with me both have one and they love it. And I like hearing them. They're fun.
I like the clickety clackety.
Yeah. Yeah, me
Although
too.
you can get ones that don't make that kind of noise, but I like that noise. I should probably get one someday, but they're expensive. So apparently
Mm.
that's why I got this headline because now they're becoming affordable.
Mm.
Hooray for me.
Yes, hooray for you.
Yeah,
I
I
have
know.
one more.
All right.
So the last cat shirt I bought is a silhouette of a cat looking at kind of a starry night kind of background.
Okay.
And so and that's kind of been there have been a bunch of shirts that have come up that look like that. Anyway, I have an article here about Van Gogh's Starry Night. It says 136 years later, Van Gogh's Starry Night has reappeared in a physics phenomenon. Do I click? Do I click?
A physics, the painting has reappeared in a yes, please click. In a physics phenomenon.
A, a never before observed phenomenon in quantum physics reportedly bears a striking resemblance to the world famous work of Vincent van Gogh. Let's see.
Yeah.
This is
Whacked
it.
mine.
Okay. Okay, it's called. There's a name for this. Some kind of rumination called the Kelvin-Helmholtz instability. In fluid dynamics, this occurs when there is no velocity difference between two fluids, or when one continuous fluid. Wow, we're talking a lot about goo and fluid today. Reaches
I
a
like that.
friction velocity. It was first observed by Hermann von Helmholtz in 1868, just 21 years before Van Gogh painted Starry Night. And when the German physicist remarked that every perfect geometry sharp edge by which a fluid flows must tear it asunder and establish a surface of separation. That means
Wow.
nothing to me. So
You should send me that article. I'll maybe read the whole thing for a nap time.
yeah, I will
It'll either
send it
give
to
you a
you.
headache or it'll put you
Yep.
down.
Yeah.
But it looks cool, I guess, would be the idea, right?
I
When you
guess
see that phenomenon in action, it makes you think Starry Night.
apparently.
Must. All right. Well, here's my last one. It's literally the last one on my list of suggested articles. Lots of stuff about video games and all that, but what a great headline. Vintage Dr. Pepper mural discovered on old East Texas jailhouse.
Mm,
Isn't that
why
great?
not? Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
that make you
cool.
feel better about the world?
Yeah, yeah, it does.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it would turn out to be some kind of Dr. Pepper tribute art, being as they call it a mural, but it's just an old, basically billboard that was painted on the side of a jail.
Mm.
Super duper old though.
Mm.
Super old Dr. Pepper. Maybe I got that because I just signed up for a potluck and I said I'd bring soda. Otherwise I don't know why I would get a Dr.
Maybe,
Pepper
yeah,
suggested article.
definitely.
Very strange.
Spaceweather.com, people.
Spaceweather.com.
Da, 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 da. Give the weather in space, and you'll know it right now. Spaceweather.com. Yeah.
You should do a theme song for them and send it over, man. They could use
Mm.
a little something to spice up their website.
They need just somebody to clean that shit up now. I can't believe there isn't one nerd that works for spaceweather.com that can't like just
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. That is, but everyone should go
fix
look
that.
spaceweather.com, give them
Yeah.
the most hits they've had in years.
Yes, spaceweather.com.
Go
Yes,
check it
let's
out.
let's freak them out a little bit. Let's get the guy that runs it a reason to brag to his mama. Be like, "Hey, you're going to be so proud of me."
We got 3 hits today.
And she's like, I was proud of you all along, son.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then they
That's
cry. Oh,
yeah.
what a way to end the movie.
And then they are both murdered by 3i
Oh,
slash Atlas as it, responds from the sun ejecting mass coronal stuff at it.
well,
It's
yeah,
a
no, I would
tragic
have thought
story.
the sun would step in to save
Mhm.
them, but I guess
No,
it can't save everybody.
no, but
Not
but
all the time.
luckily, what happens is there's a network of people who use spaceweather.com that are able to figure out what happened and how to save the Earth, and that's what saves the Earth. Thank you, guy, who you RIP guy who did spaceweather.com. You saved us all.
Wow. So, hey, do you work at spaceweather.com? Because if so, you should reach out and tell us about it at
Yes.
suggestedarticlespodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, let the algorithm help you find us.
Oh, that
We
would be
need to
so
talk
cool.
to you. Yes, we need to talk.
You
I
know
want to know
what?
about the sunspot count.
Maybe title of the episode?
Yes. Yes.
Spaceweather.com.
Spaceweather.com.
And don't forget to send in your Ask Me Anything questions because
Ask me
now the die
anything.
has been cast. That will be
Yes.
episode 50.
Yeah. We got five more before 50. But I
Yep.
mean six, but five more before that episode. So
Right.
yeah, you're running out of time.
No matter how you slice it, you're running out of time.
Yes.
Only a
Yeah, we're
couple
all
months
running
to
out of
go.
time. Yes.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
So
Let's
episode
go,
50,
Meteor.
fingers crossed that we're all running out of time.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Oh, if you want to see other stuff, patreon.com/suggested articles.
A Patreon.
And my most recent post there, I actually did the research on it, man. I put up 4 different videos. Now, maybe you don't want to click them because they're videos on the White House's official YouTube site, but just the
Mm.
compare and contrast between what is clearly real Trump and what is clearly not real Trump. I
Mm.
really think you should all take a look.
Oh.
And other stuff that we talk about on the show. And what else? Oh, and you can also find the show on YouTube if you want to see our
Mm-hmm.
cute,
Yeah.
adorable little faces.
Yes.
YouTube.com/suggested articles.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I think that's it.
That's a YouTube channel, by the
Whew.
way.
Boy,
Yeah,
look at us.
we
Just
did it.
the two of us, and we still managed to fill an entire, very long episode.
Yes. Oh my God.
Well, there's always so much to talk about, man.
There really is.
There really, really is. All right. Well, I'm going to go take a nap because that breast
Yeah.
cancer walk took a lot out of me. Walking.
Okay.
Who
Yes,
knew?
the walking.
Yeah. All right. And
Not me.
uh, until next we meet, sir,
Yes.
I bid
Hopefully sooner than
you a
later.
hearty all hail
Oh, hail.
the
The
algorithm.
algorithm.